Hello everyone, it's Miss Ford again and welcome to our Tuesday's maths lesson. So to start with today, to get our brains warmed up and thinking about our numbers, I've set you an addition challenge. Now, have a look at these number equations I've written here. What can you see that is different to what you might expect in our number equations? That's right, the equal sign is not at the end of our number equation. Now, the equal sign doesn't need to be at the end of our number equation. Here, we see our whole number is actually at the start of our equation. So, the answers are actually the first thing that are written in these equations. Now we have the missing parts. So these are the two parts that would equal the whole number. So 6 equals 5 plus what? So what would you need to add to 5 to make 6? And that's the same for each of the number equations here. Let's have a look at another one. 7 equals 3 plus what? So what would you add to 3 to make 7 as your whole number? Now, I put a number line here to help you. You could draw your own and work out the missing numbers. So remember, the first numbers are your whole number, they're your answers. So that is the answer you're going to get when you finish counting up your number line. So have a look at the parts that you've already been given and see if you can work out what the other part will be to make the whole number. Okay, pause the video, have a go, and then we'll go through them together. Okay, how did you get on with those? Let's have a look at the first one. So 6 is our whole number, so 6 equals 5 add what? Well, let's have a look at our number line. So I know one of my parts is 5, so that's where I'm going to start from. My answer is 6. So how many jumps up my number line will it take to reach 6 if I'm starting from my parts of 5? Well, let's count the steps. So if we're starting from 5, we need to do 1 jump up our number line. So 5 add 1 equals 6. Or 6 equals 5 plus 1. Okay, let's clear that away and then we'll have a look at the others. So our next whole number is 9. So 9 equals 6 add what? So one of my parts is 6. So let's use that information and say that I know I'm starting from 6. My whole number, my answer, is 9. So that's where I need to end up on my number line. So I'm going to circle it and then we can count the jumps and that will give me the other part of my number equation. So we're starting from 6 and we're finishing at 9. Let's count the steps. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So 6 add 3 equals 9. Or we can say 9 equals 6 add 3. Okay, let's have a look at the next one when we've got rid of this. There we go. So now we're working out 7 equals 3 add what? So starting from 3, because that's the part I have, we're finishing at 7 because that's our whole number, but how many jumps are in between these numbers which will give me my missing parts? Ready to count the jumps? Starting from 3, let's count the jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 add 4 equals 7, or 7 equals 3 add 4. Okay, let's remove that from my number line. Let's get that out of the way as well a little bit. Let's have a look at the next one. So 10 equals 2 add what? So this is one of our number bonds to 10. So one of our parts is 2, and we're trying to find the missing part that will help us reach 10 as our answer. So we need to count the jumps until we reach 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 add 8 equals 10, or 10 equals 2 add 8. Okay, let's get rid of that, and then we can have a look at the last one. There we go. So this time it's 5 equals what add 4. Now our missing number, our missing part, was in a different position here, but we just need to do exactly the same. We know that one of our parts, is 4, and we know that our answer is 5. So what's the missing part? How many jumps up our number line until we reach 5? Let's count on. Ready? 1. So just one jump to reach 5. So our answer is 1 plus 4 equals 5. Or we can read it this way: 5 equals 1 plus 4. How did you get on with those? Let's have a look then at our lesson today. So as you know, we're looking at numbers to 100. Today we're going to be finding tens and ones. So we're going to be looking at the place value more today in numbers to 100. And our in focus tells us that there are 56 cubes. But what does the digit 5 in 56 stand for? And what does the digit 6 in 56 stand for? So we can see that 56 is a 2-digit number. But what do those digits stand for? Pause the video and see if you can tell me what the 5 stands for and what the 6 stands for. Okay, did you work out both of those digits? Well, as we know, when we write our 2-digit numbers, we always write our tens first, then our ones. So the 5 means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. And 5 tens, count with me, is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So the 5 tens stands for 50. And then we have our ones, which is the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ones. So we have 5 tens and 6 ones. And the value of those 5 tens is 50. And the value of the 6 ones is 6. Let's learn with our maths buddies. So they're showing us this in a place value chart, which you have as part of your resources to use today. So we can see in our place value chart that the digit 5, represents the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. And the digit 6 represents the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. So 56 equals 5 tens and 6 ones. So there are 56 cubes. And as we've just seen, the digit 5 in 56 stands for 50. And the digit 6 in 56 stands for 6. Let's have a look at our whole part model. So our whole number is 56. And then we can partition it. So to pull it apart into the tens and ones, we can show the value of the digits. So the digit 5 means 5 tens, which is 50. So the value of that 5 tens is 50. And the 6 represents the ones, so it has a value of 6. And our place value cards have been put together to show 5 tens and 6 ones, 56. Okay, your turn. Have a go at our activity time. So you do need your place value chart for this. To think of a 2-digit number between 40 and 100. Now it's telling you to use your base 10 rods and your ones to show the number in tens and ones. So again, you can draw this for me on a piece of paper. And then ask your partner, so work with somebody at home, to write your number on the place value chart. Let's look at an example. So here we have the number 58. So they've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens rods, because that is a digit 5, meaning our 5 tens. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. And that's a digit 8 in the number 58. Then it's been written on our place value chart, 5 tens and 8 ones. So how many tens and how many ones? Okay, work with somebody in your house and choose a few numbers between 40 and 100 to practice showing them as base 10, so your rods and your ones, and writing those numbers on the place value chart. How many tens in your number and how many ones? You could send me a photograph of how you've drawn them and send me a photograph as well of how you've written them on your place value charts. Okay, pause the video and have a go at your activity time. Okay, now we've had a go at that, let's look at our guided practice for today. So we've been given 2 images using our base 10. We also have a place value chart and a whole part-to-part model to complete. So for the first one, we've been given our whole number already. So we know that this number is 66. What you've got to work out is how many tens and how many ones are in the number 66. Once you've found that information, you can then write it in your place value. So how many tens and how many ones? Then complete your whole part-part model. So this is where you're writing the value of each of the digits. So you're going to partition them into their tens and ones. So what is the value of the 6? What is the value of this 6? For the second part, you need to work out your whole number first. So you've been given a picture where you can count in tens, write the whole number here at the beginning, and then tell me how many tens you have in that number and how many ones. And then you can write this again in your place value chart. How many tens on this side, how many ones, then transfer that on to your whole part-part model. Your whole number in here, and then the value of the tens and the value of the ones. Okay, have a go, and then come back to me and we'll look at it together. Right, let's count them together then. So the first number, we were told the whole number of 66. So how many tens did we have? So let's count how many tens rods we have here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 tens. And how many ones? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ones. So 66 equals 6 tens and 6 ones. Let's write that in our place value chart. So how many tens do we have? We have 6. And how many ones? We have 6 again. Let's fill in our whole part model now. So what is the value of the 6 tens in 66? Let's go back and count in tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So the value of the 6 tens is 60. And what is the value of the 6 ones? Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the value of the digit 6 in the ones is 6. So 66 equals 60 and 6. Let's have a look at our second picture. So this time we had to work out our whole number first. So let's count in tens to find that. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and no ones. So our whole number is 90. Now, how many tens are there? So let's count how many tens rods we have. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in 90 we have 9 tens. And how many ones? Well, we don't have any ones, so we have 0 ones. So 90 equals 9 tens and 0 ones. So let's write that into our place value chart. So again, how many tens? We have 9 of them. How many ones? We have 0 ones. So let's complete our whole part model. Our whole number, as we worked out at the beginning, was 90. So let's complete the value in the 2 parts. So the value of the 9 is the 9 tens, which is 90. And over here we have 0 ones, so the value of that is 0. So 90 and 0 equals 90. 9 tens and 0 ones. Brilliant work, everybody. Okay, let's have a look at our worksheets for today. So first of all, we need to circle to group in tens and ones and write the missing numbers. And then write your total number here. So the whole number of 6 will be in this box here. So circle them in groups of 10. And then count the tens and the ones to find the whole number. And then do exactly the same with the crayons. Now, because there are lots in the boxes, I find it easy when I'm counting lots of objects to put a dot on each of the objects as I'm counting so that I don't miss any and I know which ones I've counted. So I'm not counting any of them twice. So group in tens and then count the tens and the ones to find your whole number. Okay, next we have some images and our place value chart, whole part model, and we're writing how many tens and ones in each of the images. So the first one tells us our whole number. We've just got to work out how many tens, how many ones, and then we can put this information in our place value chart. Then we have our whole number to write the value of each of the parts, so the value of the tens and the value of the ones. For the next two, you need to find the whole number first, which will be written in these first boxes. Then how many tens, how many ones, and you can use all this information to fill in your place value chart. So again, how many tens, how many ones, and then look at your whole part model. Your whole number in here, and then the value of the digit for the tens here, and the value of the digit for the ones here. It's exactly the same for the last image there. Okay, now we have our Maths Buddies holding up some boards with some 2-digit numbers on them. What you need to do is read the numbers carefully and use what you know about the place value of those numbers to write how many tens and how many ones. So you need to put that in your place value chart and here as well. So the whole number equals how many tens, how many ones, and then for each one, you need to show me the value. So what's the value of the digit 4 in this number? What's the value of the digit 3 in this number? What do they stand for? And do that for each of the numbers shown on the boards. And our final sheet is the same. So our Maths Buddies have some other 2-digit numbers. But this time, you're writing the whole number here, and then how many tens, how many ones, including that in your place value chart, and then you've got to complete each part of your whole part model. So the whole number here, and then the value of the digit in the tens here, and the value of the digits in the ones here. And complete that for each of the numbers that our Maths Buddies are showing you here. Okay, just remember what you know about the place value of your tens and ones, and you will be amazing. So have a go, and then we'll look at those together. Okay, let's go through them together. And remember, you can correct anything as we go along. So first of all, we had to group these objects into tens and then counting tens and ones to work out the whole number. So I'm going to count them by putting a dot on them as I go along before I group them in tens. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's group our first 10 and then carry on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's our next group of 10. Let's go carefully around those so we have them all in one group and see if we can make another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's put those in a group of 10. I think that's the last 10 I can make. There's not enough there to make another 10, so they're my ones. So I have 1, 2, 3 groups of 10 and some ones here. So let's count in tens now to work out our whole number and count on the ones. Ready? 10, 20, 30, now the ones, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So there are 35 sticks. 3 lots of 10 and 5 ones, 35. Okay, let's now count the crayons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's my first group there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my next group. Let's continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's group around these. Okay, let's get another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's another group of 10. Now I can see I definitely can't get another group of 10 out of what's left, so they're my ones. So I've managed to group 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 10. So let's count the 10s and then count on to include our ones. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So there are 44 crayons, 4 10s and 4 1s. Okay, next we have the images to complete how many 10s, how many 1s, and our place value and whole part models to do. So we've been told that our whole number for this is 45. So how many 10s do we have? Let's count how many 10 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 10s. And how many 1s? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in 45 we have 4 10s and 5 1s. So let's put that on our place value chart. 4 10s and 5 1s. Now we're looking at the value of the digits. So 4 10s, let's count in 10s to work out that value. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. So the digit 4 is the 10s, which has a value of 40. Now the digit 5 is the 1s, so that equals 5 altogether. So 40 and 5 make 45. 4 10s and 5 1s. So now we have to work out our whole number first. So let's count in 10s and 1s to work that out. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now the 1s, 61, 62. So our whole number is 62. So how many 10s do we have? Well, let's count how many 10 rods there are altogether. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 10s and 2 1s. So 62 equals 6 10s and 2 1s. So let's complete that on our place value chart. 6 10s and 2 1s. So our whole number here is 62. And as we've just counted, the 6 10s has the value of 60 and 2 1s has a value of 2. So 60 and 2 equals 62. Okay, last one on this page. Let's work out the whole number first by counting in 10s. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And there are no 1s, so our whole number is 80. So how many 10s is that? So let's now count how many 10 rods we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 tens. How many ones? We have 0 ones. So 80 is 8 tens and 0 ones. Let's complete our place value chart with 8 tens and 0 ones. Now for our whole part model, our whole number is 80. So the value of the 8 tens, as we've counted already, is 80. We have 0 ones, so the value of the 0 is 0. So 80 and 0 makes 80 as our whole number. Okay, now we were using the 2-digit numbers our maths buddies were showing us and completing the missing information. So our first number is 43. So let's have a look at the place value. We know the digit 4 is the tens and the 3 is the ones. So in 43 we have 4 tens and 3 ones. And we can fill this in here. 43 equals 4 tens and 3 ones. So our two parts, the value of them, the 4 tens has a value of 40 and the 3 ones has a value of 3 because 40 and 3 makes 43 altogether. 4 tens and 3 ones. Let's have a look at the next one. So here we had the number 59. So we know that this is our tens and this is our ones. So 59 has 5 tens and 9 ones. So 59 equals 5 tens and 9 ones. So let's use that to complete our two parts. So the digit 5 is our tens. So 5 tens gives us our 50. So the value of the 5 tens is 50. That's one of our parts. And then the digit 9 is our ones, which has a value of 9. So 50 and 9 equal 59. And finally, we had 85. So let's have a look at the place value of 85. So the first digit 8 is our tens and the next digit is our ones. So 85 has 8 tens and 5 ones. So let's complete this here. 8 tens and 5 ones. So 85 is 8 tens and 5 ones, and then we can complete the value in our whole part model. So we know that this is 8 tens from 85, so the 8 tens has a value of 80, and the 5 stands for our ones, which has a value of 5. So 80 and 5 make 85 altogether. Okay, our final sheet for today. So we had some more 2-digit numbers here, but we had to fill in the whole number and then the number of tens and ones and our whole part model. So our number here is showing us 5 tens and 1 1. So 5 tens and 1 1 is 51. So our whole number is 51. Let's fill in our tens and ones on the place value. So we have 5 tens, that's our first digit in 51. How many ones? We have 1. So 51 has 5 tens and 1 1. let's fill our whole part modelling. So again, our whole number is 51. Let's have a look at the value of those digits. So we know that the 5 means 5 lots of 10. So the value of 5 lots of 10 in 51 is our 50. And then we have 1, 1, which has the value of 1. So 50 and 1 makes 51. Next, we have the number 74. So, using our place value, we know the 7 represents our tens and the 4 represents our ones. 74. So let's write that as our whole number here, 74, and complete our place value chart. So in a 74, we have 7 tens, which is the first digit, and 4 ones, which is the second digit. So 74 equals 7 tens and 4 ones. So with our whole part model, the whole number first, which as we know is 74, and then the two parts, which make up 74, are 7 tens, which is 70, and 4 ones, which has the value of 4. So 70 and 4 equals 74 altogether. And our final number for today was 98. So again, let's look at our place value. 98 has 9 tens and 8 ones. So I'm going to write my whole number first here, 98, and complete my place value chart. So 98 has 9 tens and 8 ones. We can complete the sentence down here. 98 equals 9 tens and 8 ones. And finally, our whole part model. So our whole number is 98. Now let's look at the value. So we have 9 tens here from our 98. So 9 tens has a value of 90. And 8 ones has a value of 8. So 90 and 8 equals 98 altogether. Brilliant work today, everybody. Remember, with your place value chart, you're writing how many tens and how many ones. It's when you come to your whole part model that we then look at the value of these digits. You are all superb mathematicians. Great work today. I'll speak to you tomorrow for your next maths lesson. Bye, everybody.